Some folks just can't seem to get over their exes. When thoughts of their previous relationship plague them all the time, they find it difficult to think about other people and things. Falling in love and then moving on from that person after a painful breakup can be difficult, especially when you've invested a lot of time and effort into the relationship. However, certain people are particularly sensitive to breakups and fail to cope with their past and move on. Here are the 4 zodiac signs that find it tough to move on after a breakup. Number 1. Virgo. Because Virgo is such a reserved sign, they have difficulty moving on after a breakup. It's hard for them to fall in love in the first place. They understand how difficult it is to discover a new love. So when they do, they hold on to it as tightly as they can. Meeting new people is tough for them since it requires them to put themselves out there, something they find difficult. They become trapped because the prospect of finding new love and starting again scares them. It's not easy to move on after any relationship, but if you put yourself out there just a little bit, you'll be okay. Number 2. Scorpio. Pluto rules the intense and broody Scorpio. Because of their intensely emotional nature, Scorpios have difficulty dealing with breakups. When a Scorpio gets into a relationship, he or she devotes their entire life to their romance. It becomes a priority. Scorpio's inner sense of security, which is already shaky, can be destroyed when a relationship ends. They may find themselves obsessed with their previous spouse and scheming for vengeance. Scorpio tends to become despondent and lost in a sea of sadness. They require someone to spend their silent time with them doing their weird and obscure activities. Number 3. Cancer. Cancer is a highly sensitive and melancholic sign that struggles to let go of the past. Cancer will have good and bad days, but they'll continue to reminisce about their past, attempting to return to a position where they can show their love to their lover. The crab is highly emotional, and after the breakup, they'll require developing healthy ways to deal with emotional triggers. To heal from the pain of the breakup and to move on from a former relationship, a Cancer needs a lot of external assistance as well. Number 4. Taurus. Taurus is one of the most loving signs of the zodiac wheel. They're devoted lovers and form long-term commitments. They don't date to pass time or make a temporary connection. For them, dating implies going into a committed relationship. For serious in love Taurus, when they fail in love, they find it extremely difficult to let go and move on. Breakups are their worst nightmare, and it's difficult for them to collect themselves from a place where they're no longer in connection with their former partner. They get into self-pity and overthinking. Taurus spends their time pondering where they went wrong, causing them to become stuck in the same position for an extended period. Moving on from a breakup is never as simple as it appears. While some people are strong enough to start looking forward, some others take years to heal from the heartbreak. It's their characteristics and personality that decide the degree to which they can move on. How did you move on from your heartbreak? Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comment section below.